Okay, second question. We will start with Brother John. Do you have any thoughts on ways we might be able to better use technology within the fraternity?
Absolutely, I do. In the field I work in, and that's one of my fortes, using social media, using the internet, using various different types of communications, understanding that the fraternity is large. It's made up of people who use computers, people who don't, people who get emails, people who don't, people who need to hear things word to ear. And I think it's important that we look at that as a whole. And so we've devised ways in my business in which we communicate in all of those ways. We make modular presentations that can be used and adapted for each of those types of directions. We do things where we Skype, we do things where we do group telecommunications. All of those things I think we can use readily in our lodge, and probably should start using those, if not already, very, very quickly as we move into the future. Having said that, there will still be room for the printed word. There will still be room for mouth-to-ear communication. But again, each of those enhancing and working with the other.
Thank you. Brother Jerry, same question. Do you have any thoughts on ways we might be able to better use technology within the fraternity?
Well, I think one good example is this forum that we're doing here today. It's a perfect example of how we can get more educational materials out to the brothers and the lodges. One of the big concerns we're always talking about is that we're losing members because of lack of information and lack of education. And by doing things like this, we could make these available to the brothers online and also to lodges that could show them in their lodge room. I attended one meeting at St. Andrew's Lodge where they gave an excellent presentation of the history of the Masonic apron, and it was a YouTube video that another jurisdiction had produced. And I thought it was fantastic, and I think we should produce our own videos for the sake of education to help our brothers. Also, we've come a long way in tools that help our lodge secretaries. I think we could do that with tools electronically to help our worshipful masters maybe prepare for their stated meetings, give them tools on information they could provide to the brothers to make the meetings a little bit more interesting. There's a number of things we could do, and like I said, I think this is just one example of what we could do. Thank you.
Brother Chris, same question. Do you have any thoughts on ways we might be able to better use technology within our fraternity?
First, I agree with what my learned brothers have already said. I've taken an example. Stillicum Lodge this year, their installation, very worst brother Dick Birkeland was unable to attend due to his health. So they sent on a secure way, sent the installation program over Facebook to him so he could see it. We can do the same type of thing. We do need, not for degrees and that kind of stuff, but for education. We can do that with the leadership conference that's coming up. Grand Lodge open sessions of the Grand Lodge so brothers can see it. There are some limitations I see that we shouldn't go too far on. Personally, I think you need to be at Grand Lodge to vote. But other than that, letting people see those things, we have the technology that's able to do so, and I think we should investigate and provide it to the brothers. Thank you.